Hey, what's going on, guys? Seth here with the Christ and Sports Podcast, and today, in this video, we will be going over Proverbs 21. But first, just want to mention it. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Christ_and sports. That way, if you ever have any questions or have any prayer requests that you just need to talk to someone, I would love to hear from you in the DMs. But not that one, not that one, this one. Let's see, Proverbs 21. Here we go. Verse 1. A king's heart is like streams of water in the Lord's hand. He directs it wherever he chooses. All a man's way seem right to him, but the Lord evaluates the motives. I do believe verse 2 here has been repeated a few times where it says, whatever a man does, it seems right to him, but the Lord will evaluate him. Yeah, naturally, I am naturally selfish. Who isn't? If, you can see in little kids, uh, little kid isn't gonna want to share initially because we're all selfish and we're all sinful. But being selfish, it seems right to that little kid. But no, it's not. It's sinful. Uh, maybe looking, hey man, doing what is pleasurable seems right to me. Maybe having sex with my girlfriend. Hopefully you can hear me and you didn't just hear sex with my girlfriend. But yeah, having sex with your girlfriend might seem right to you. It might be pleasurable, might feel good. But God will evaluate us. He has given His commands. He says don't do what is sexually immoral. So eventually, what seems right to you might not be right. The Lord might be evaluating you. I'm eating Cliff Bar, so I might be. The audio quality in these videos are fantastic. Verse 3. Doing what is righteous and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. And this is where we get things where Christianity came out of the Judaism religion. And in the Judaism religion, simple terms, the Jews sacrifice, but we do not. And it's because Jesus tells us God really just wants you to have a relationship with Him. He doesn't want your fake sacrifices. He just wants you to do what He says and obey Him. Let me swallow this. Hang on. Verse 4. The lamp that guides the wicked, haughty eyes and an arrogant heart, is sin. So having haughty eyes and an arrogant heart is sinful. The plans of the diligent certainly lead to profit, but anyone who is reckless certainly becomes poor. An example in my life, reckless driving, big ticket, boom, now I'm broke. I'm reckless with my money, boom, now you're broke. Verse 6, making a fortune through a lying tongue is a vanishing mist and a pursuit of death. The violence of the wicked sweeps them away because they refuse to act justly. A guilty man's conduct is crooked, but the behavior of the innocent is upright. Better to live on the corner of a roof than to share a house with a nagging wife. Now, I'm not married, but, sometimes, okay, my mom, when she nags me, it hurts. And I get very tired. If I have a short temper, it's with my parents. I don't know why that is that way, but it is just that way. And it's just because nagging hits people so hard. And it's saying here, it's better to have nothing than to be nagged all the time, especially by someone who is supposed to be loving you, such as your wife. Verse 10, a wicked person desires evil. He has no consideration for his neighbor. Yeah, just like I was saying, a selfish 3-year-old does not care about his neighboring 3-year-old. And then a wicked person desires evil. Yeah, before I was saved, yeah, I did not care about God. I desired what is considered evil in his eyes. Verse 11. After I choose this, hang on. It's din time. I'm trying to eat before I go destroy my legs. Verse 11. When a mocker is punished, the inexperienced become wiser, and when one teaches a wise man, he acquires knowledge. The righteous one considers the house of the wicked, and he brings the wicked to ruin. The one who shuts his ears to the cry of the poor will also call out and not be answered. Treat others as you want to be treated. A secret gift soothes anger, and a covert bribe fierce rage. Justice executed is a joy to the righteous, but a terror to those who practice iniquity. Goodness. Verse 16. The man who strays from the way of wisdom will come to rest in the assembly of the departed spirits. Departed spirits, departed from God. And those who are straying away from wisdom of God, straying away from Jesus himself, will find themselves departed from God, aka hell. If you stray away from Jesus, you're not gonna go to heaven. 17. The one who loves pleasure will become a poor man, and whoever loves wine and oil will not get rich. Just like I was saying earlier. Let's see, where was I? Where I was saying all a man's ways seem right to him, and I was mentioning pleasure. Where was I? Goodness. Yeah, the one who loves pleasure will become a poor man because it's right in his eyes, but he doesn't see the big picture that it will make him poor. And not poor in the sense of I have no money, I have no value, I have no possessions. Becoming poor in the sense that you have no possession in the kingdom of heaven. One thing that I say a lot is Lecrae, a Christian rapper, made a song called Broke, I think, Being Broke. And he says, being broke made me rich. Well, it's like, okay. Not being broke as in money, as we think, hey man, you're broke. No. Being broke as in broken and sinful, and acknowledging that he was sinful made him a rich man. And so, I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. The one who loves pleasure will become a poor man and not a rich man. 18. Continue on. The wicked are a ransom for the righteous, and the treacherous for the upright. Better to live in a wilderness than with a nagging and hot-tempered wife. Wow. This has been said twice in this chapter. Must be pretty important. Hang on, let me finish chewing. Great audio quality. Here, hang on. Drinking some water. Now it's complete. We have eating and drinking. Verse 20. Precious treasure and oil are in the dwelling of a wise person, but a foolish man consumes them. The one who pursues righteousness and faithful love will find life, righteousness, and honor. I would hope if you're pursuing righteousness, you find righteousness. A wise person went up against a city of warriors and brought down its secure fortress. The one who guards his mouth and tongue keeps himself out of trouble. I was talking about this last video, verse 23, where it's there's I can think of 3 sins off the top of my head: gossip, slander, and lying. that all come from speech. Gossip, slander, lying. I know there's more. There's got to be more. But yeah, if you shut your mouth and you guard your mouth, you're keeping yourself out of trouble, keeping yourself from sinning. Very simple. Or, hey coach, this seems stupid. Well, if you shut up, you don't say that, he probably won't make you run. Verse 24, looks like we're wrapping up here. The proud and arrogant person named Mocker acts with excessive pride. Yes, bro. Stupid people seem so prideful nowadays. I'm stupid. So, like, I have zero baseball knowledge. And yet, I'm still prideful. And I still think I know stuff. And, yeah. It can't be said better than that. Proud and arrogant. I'm a mocker. And I have excessive pride. Very simple. A slacker's craving will kill him because his hands refuse to work. Yeah, so like if I want a PS5 but I refuse to go to work and get a PS5, my longing for that PS5 will only grow and it'll just kill me on the inside. All right. I long to throw strikes, but maybe I don't work on it. So that longing of throwing strikes will just hurt more and more and more because I can't get it. Verse 26. He is filled with craving all day long. Yeah, just like I'm saying. But the righteous give and don't hold back. Just like I was saying, yeah, you're filled with craving all day long. It never leaves you. Verse 27. The sacrifice of a wicked person is detestable. How much more so when he brings it with ulterior motives? Right? It's all about the heart. If your heart's not in the right place, it doesn't mean anything. And even if you're like, if you are an average sucky person and you do one thing, it means nothing. 28. A lying witness will perish, but the one who listens will speak successfully. A wicked man puts on a bold face, but the upright man considers his way. No wisdom, no understanding, and no counsel will prevail against the Lord. You can't stop God. Oh shoot. There's a very famous scientist or psychology person, whatever they're called. One of the smartest people in this planet, and he disregarded God. He said he didn't exist. Not even his understanding of science and psychology could prevent him from being hit by the Lord, could prevent the Lord coming into his life. You can't stop God. If it's God's will for something, you cannot stop God. And to wrap up here on the last verse, a horse is prepared for the for the day of battle, but victory comes from the Lord. Again, God has the power of victory. Whatever God wants, that is what will happen. God is the only way, is the only place of victory. God, if you want victory in your life, you must go to God for the victory. And again, I'll say that whenever I feel most victorious about academics and athletics, it is when I'm closest to God. And that is why I say, honestly, one of my best friends, I'll ask him, how's your day going? Oh, it sucks. The first thing I say is, or ask him is, how close, like, are you close to the Lord? Like, what are you doing? For if he is with me, who can stop me? And if you're being stopped, you might want to check your life. Anyway, that'll wrap us up. That was Proverbs 21. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or prayer requests, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Instagram at Christ_and sports. And I'd love to hear from you. But other than that, hope you all have a blessed one. See you.